Welcome back, you guys, to Let's Play Danganronpa, and before this episode, I was eating my sad meal because I don't like, even though I'm working in a kitchen. Newsflash: I'm not just a dishwasher anymore. Now, and this is probably gonna come out way later. I'm not just a dishwasher anymore. Now I am also a prep cook, and being around food makes me less hungry. So I make sad food because I don't want to cook. So I made meatballs with hot sauce and blue cheese dressing because who cares? But the problem was that I accidentally snuffed a bit of meatball up my nasal cavity. Wow, fuck me. And now I've got the sniffles and I'm coughing. So pardon me if that's the thing. And I gotta take drinks because gotta get that thing out of my system. Anyways, so on last episode, Sakura died. And was sad panda. But so first we better check the Monokuma file for anything else. Excuse me. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems at some point the victim was suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Oh. I think this case this time might be a challenge. Why is that? The only way in the rec room was the door we just came through. And that door has been jammed shut from the chair inside the rec room. Which means the killer would somehow have to escape after barring the door. If the door was blocked from the inside, there's no way out and in or out until we broke the window. There is like zero escape, right? In other words, this is the classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see that kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this? Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Well, there's no way in and out, so it's a mystery? I'm being dumb. When you break down this kind of mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means the killer commits his crime and then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some kind of trick using the locking of the room. Basic approaches include a string or a simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. For all that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right? The second type is where the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh? Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and fire a handgun, you shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that. But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in this school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we could probably cross that one off the list. The third type is the killer stays in the room until it's open. What do you mean by that? They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend to show up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like that could be possible. Maybe. I don't think so. And the fourth and final type was when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room. By that I mean there's actually an alternative escape route somewhere within the room. You see them a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's genuinely not possible. Generally not possible. So you think we can cross that one off too? I believe so, yes. So when it comes to the locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then, Kyoko, which of those 4 choices seems most likely in this case? That's a good question. That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus at this during this trial. But right now, I really can't say. I see. There was that piece of that something finally unlodged itself. Now I can breathe again, huh? Sorry, that was gross. I apologize. The way the killer set up the locked room, until I figure out the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Okay, so I see this on the floor first and foremost. I see a lot of red. This looks like some kind of wrapper. That's... Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm calm down a little.
So you gave that candy to Sakura.
I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as I got back to the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them.
You really like them that much?
I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they've lost all their flavor.
Hina. Aw, polka dot candy wrapper. Sad face. Alright. There's shards of glass scattered around the chair Sakura was sitting on. All the glass is red, and there are top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Okay. So a bottle was involved? Well, they did say that she got hit on the head, so... Yeah. There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma. Is that a knight? Yeah, that's a knight with a Monokuma. Aw.
Who else wants to play Monokuma chess?
Huh. The locker's open, and on the inside, it's a handprint? What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint in all the dust. And it looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group. Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not? Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Yeah, that locker was open. Oh yeah, the locker was already open at that point. So there's no way someone could have hidden there until after we opened the door. But yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? Someone was hiding in that locker, obviously. Okay, so these are the bottles I looked at, and they're not booze, I guess. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. Yeah, I thought they were booze, but apparently they're not. Apparently they're figures. And inside each bottle is some kind of Monokuma. They're all chess pieces! And what I'm wondering is, how did those figures get inside the bottles? It's no different from your standard chip in a bottle. Huh? You know, where a bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? You've never seen that? Oh, yeah, maybe I have. So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma in a bottle, if you will. And there are 2 bottles missing, apparently. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. I wish they were booze. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass are probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura's been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are all evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Okay. And there is blood on the floor. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. Must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make any sense. It's why far away from where she died. And there is a protein enzyme X. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room. It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned that more than once how protein was good for all sorts of... Was she poisoned? I would take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the chem lab have all sorts of health stuff, so she must have gotten this from the chem lab. But that's strange. Huh? What is? You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of blue glass. They must have been part of the window that I broke to get inside. But they aren't scattered around the can, they're also underneath it. What is that? Because we broke the window and that thing was placed there afterward, you dum-dum! I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. Yeah, dum-dum, dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum, Makoto, shush. An important clue, I'm not- What?! This game drives me nuts, because some of these things are really, like, clear. Empty bottle, empty protein drink, okay. Alright, Oop, I didn't want to press that, but okay. There's around 1 o'clock right now. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura died around 12 noon. So roughly an hour ago. Is that when Kyoko and I were moving Alter Ego? I guess so.
We already know who did it! Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them! They couldn't stand the sight of her! Do you agree with me, don't you, Makoto?
Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more.
Ugh. Then let me help you find more. You see, Sakura asked 3 of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room.
What?
After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off to her own room. But when I saw her again after that, she said she had left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon.
By noon? The Monokuma file said she died around then.
I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. I knew she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her by force even, this never would have happened.
Hina, it's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Okay. But the fact is she had to ask those 3 to meet her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time that in the place she ended up dying. Might be good to confirm with what I heard with 3 of them directly. I didn't check Sakura's body yet. Sakura drew her last breath, sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's an obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that was what killed her, but according to the Monokuma file, she also had vomited blood. And I could see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So, what would have caused her to vomit blood? And the Monokuma file says she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe getting her hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood. I still think it's poison. And not a chance. Byakuya. However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location. Interesting? Yes, the most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely had to be connected to why she died.
Oh.
But for Sakura to have been killed... Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight. And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So, how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right? Certainly. They would have needed to if they expected to stand a chance against her. I guess so. Byakuya, what do you say? What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to ask you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Yaku said he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. If you're finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Byakuya's account. Anything else in here I gotta worry about? Magazines? I don't know. Same shelf full of magazines. There's a different kind of magazines here. Okay, I guess not. What else is in here? The window I just broke through. This is the door. It's the only way in and out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock. There's no evidence it's mounted. The mountings have been tampered with. Not only the only notable change is the door that the window is smashed, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence of any kind of mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. And the chair, I want to say? Chair? The chair was shoved against the doorknob so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence of any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked room from inside, not the outside. Well, Makoto, have you finished your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part. Then you should probably go talk to the people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave. Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She's decided? She's got a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right, I do have to talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Well, it's obvious why I'm the one, because everybody else ain't smart enough. Those other two probably went back to their rooms. Okay. Let us run. Toko. Hello. Talk to me, friend. I press the doorbell. Ding dong. And after a few seconds, Genocide Jack or Toko. Oh, Toko.
Who's there?
The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay. Well, what do you want? So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore? Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. She's in such a good mood, too. She didn't look like she was in a good mood. Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time? Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered down into the hall. What do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something. Yes. I want to talk about the fact that Sakura asked you to meet with you. I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya told me she asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I said too, didn't I? Guess no. Totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. Can you tell me about it? I admit I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko, she didn't go, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept this as fact. Is that good enough? And I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Oh, darling, I want to help you. I know that eventually, okay, before I say anything, eventually I will be getting, I also have on pre-order, Despair Girls, which will be coming out in June. Hopefully by then, maybe this episode will have come out by then. Not sure yet. But Despair Girls, I will eventually play Despair Girls before I play 3, probably. Danganronpa channel for the win. Anyways. Hero. I press the doorbell. Ding dong. And after a few seconds... What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yeah, actually, I wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How'd you know about that? Maybe you gaze in my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Okur told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that? Oh, well, she asked me to meet with her, of course. But she didn't write you a note? Yeah, a note? She gave it to me in person and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing. Gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So you went and met with Sakura? No, wait, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious. The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and took her to the nurse's office. I haven't seen her since then. While I'm... Well, slipping into hero voice again. Well, that could just be a Makoto mocking. Well, I'm here. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Oh, do I still have it? Let's see. Bear was feeling around in his pockets. Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Oh! Hiro, you jerk. Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up and shoved it back in his pocket. Sorry, it's a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash? Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre wanted to meet with me, but I never went. So if you'll excuse me, bye. Before waiting for my reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there was no way that was all there was to it. Pocket trash. So I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What's next? Definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again. But on top of that, I should check out the protein can we can found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start? Let's go back to the crime scene, shall we? Back to the crime scene. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong floor. It's 3rd floor. 1 second. What am I doing with my life? Wait, no, it's on the... What floor is the rec room on? Okay, it was on the... Okay, good. It was on the 3rd floor. I was just on the wrong side. Derp. Hello, Derp Kellyanne. Stop being so weird. So, Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko, Toko and Hiro told me. I see. So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Or they're all lying. Maybe they all went to go see her and they're all accomplices, everyone's gonna die. Someone's lying. Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. Those 3 things have revealed new clues. Do you want to go look over them one more time? Yes. So, shelf of magazines. Kyoko said the magazine hid a clue of some kind? Clue. Huh? This magazine's upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident? If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore in that detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up an inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is... One page in the center of the magazine had the words written in bold, bloody letters. It said, Toko. Could this be a dying message? It would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this? It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. Dying message. But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking.
Hey, isn't that... That says Toko, right?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Then she's the killer, right?
Well, that hasn't been confirmed yet.
It's settled, she's the killer for sure! That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer!
I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, that makes it much more suspicious. Yeah, it's like, we had a dying message early on, but I do not think this is the same thing. When we have to check Sakura's body for her finger, according to Kyoko, there's something to be discovered from Sakura's body. Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It is the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are some times... I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it. That's totally normal. Then how can you? I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the... Oh my. Is she like the ultimate corner or something? What? Sorry, never mind. More importantly, look here. Her shoes? You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out. The powder is clue number 1. Okay, cool. Good to know. Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully. Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain. It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows? Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing. Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either. So that's what I learned from examining her body. Yeah, so she couldn't have written that dying message. Someone tried to frame Toko. Kyoko's examination summary. I can't believe I was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Okay, and she said the Monokuma bottles. I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Yeah, there's 2 missing. Something new, something new. So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between the bottles. Pay careful attention and you'll find it. There's 2 bottles missing. I don't know much about chess, but hey, Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is? I don't mind guiding you towards a clue, but giving you my conclusion is a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer. I do trust you to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Okay, it's because there's 2 bottles missing. Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment? Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle and try get the smaller pieces too? Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like this? I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so... Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left. I'm glad that someone else thinks Byakuya is obnoxious. It's not just me. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up, sorry to keep you waiting. Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing? I got a scale from the chem lab. We're gonna use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of the Monokuma bottles. Yep, the pieces of glass and one of the Monokuma bottles is still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done. First, let's compare the weight of the two normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced, which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same and nothing else could really affect the weight. Now, here comes the important part. Now put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? One weight's going to be different. Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or pieces will be collectible. Actually, they could be tricking me. Could they be heavier? Could something be heavier? Could it be lighter or could it be heavier? I don't know. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there. Okay, let's give it a try. Yeah, I knew it! There were 2 bottles missing, that's why. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How's that possible? Just as I thought. What? The result of our experiment and the correlations between each of the bottles. Put it all together, and I believe you'll arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. Yeah, there are 2 bottles missing. I'm not dumb enough that I can't see that. I finished examining the things that Kyoko mentioned, and I did find some new clues. When it comes to the locked room puzzle, I'm still totally clueless. Oh, I just remembered. There was something I wanted to tell you. I saw Byakuya in the chem lab when I went to go get the scale. I didn't want to deal with him, so I took great pains to sneak in and out without him noticing me. And you haven't checked out the chem lab? You should probably do that since I couldn't do it myself. You know, the protein can we found at the murder scene must have come from the chem lab. I think you're right. I should probably take a look around that area. Indeed. Okay. Is there anything new about the bird? Yeah. It looks like a protein drink. It's empty. Protein can, blood flow. Yeah, we already got that. Okay. Nothing new. Okay. Map. Map. Go to the 4th floor. And go to the ends. I can go to the chem lab. And be annoyed by Byakuya. Oh my, look at all that powder. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say by that was, yes sir, I understand. You fucking... You are not my master, you are not my dominant, I am not your slave, and I don't say yes sir to you. Thank you, Makoto, for saying what I would have done. Yeah, okay. Anyways, so there's powder on the floor. That's the first thing I'm noticing. Oh, never mind, I guess. Okay. This is my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Yeah. It looks like there are 3 shelves that have been connected together to make one giant shelf. It's more important right now is the powder's been spilled in front of the shelf. I have to be careful not to step in it. Okay, so there's a poison bottle broken on the floor. There's a broken bottle on the floor, and this is where the powder came from? It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then the powder must have been spilled. That's right, it only could have been around the time of the incident. That's really when it happened. It must be related to the case somehow. It's poison. Okay, so powder footprints. These are footprints? And they're in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen. Well, let's go. Chop chop. You are becoming a prick to... I'm about to freaking strangle you, Byakuya. Okay. Makoto, I will be your voice. I will say, fuck you, bro. So I got it to work. Before long, I drawn up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me. So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight for that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me. Okay. These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No. Okay, let me see your shoes. I'll confirm their size for myself. I can think of reasons not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately. But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. These prints are a very valuable clue. Okay, so what is in this shelf? Let's see, what's on the shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers are labeled with the letter A. So I guess it can be part of the part of the shelving is under Unit A. Huh? But wait! There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Did someone have put this here on accident? I don't like that they keep saying on accident. By accident. It's by accident. God damn it, game! Okay. On this shelf is... on one look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section C. And B. So on this shelf is... it's like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Simply put, they're used to experiment to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must be truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh? What, you think that studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world? The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. Didn't even say that. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving under section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. Looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is that in Section A, there was a bottle labeled from Section C. There's a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A. I feel like it's a red herring. There's no way that someone would be dumb enough to take something from a chemical shelf that had a friggin' skull and crossbones on it. Ugh. There's definitely something going on here. Chem lab shelf. Fuck me, I am tired. I have been up for almost 12 hours. Alright. Oh, okay. Apparently I've got more to look at. What else do I got to look at? Oh, okay. There's an area that isn't. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better be able to not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good look hard at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also remaining of the bottles of broken glass, but the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also looks like someone left footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. But if Sakura's shoes had powder on them, how is that possible? Oh god! That's all I get? 30 minutes is all I get? Oh, I hope I can do this. Oops, you caught me sleeping. Your investigation was so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon. Is it time already? But we're in the middle of figuring out this locked room mystery. I have to try to tie up loose ends at the class trial. No, I absolutely will figure everything out. Oh god. Okay, but we're gonna cut the episode off here for now, guys. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Please like, comment, subscribe for more. I do videos like this every other day. I'll talk to you guys alright. Bye-bye.